Hello everyone, I'm Luis Baca. In this video, I wanted to show you the process I used to develop the following prototype. The goal for this project was to develop a feature that helps patients get familiarized with their hearing aids. Because it turns out that many patients do not use their hearing aid devices. This is a major issue because 48 million Americans have some type of hearing loss, and 1 in 5 who will benefit from hearing aid use their devices. By 2050, WHO is estimating that 900 million people around the world is going to suffer from hearing aid loss. The main reason for not using their hearing aid devices are related to stigma, care and maintenance, attitudes, device factors, fit and comfort, and lack of access. My hypothesis consisted on the idea that data visualization can encourage new habits among hearing aid users. The main issue with medical devices is that they are not proactive on learning how humans make decisions, compared to marketing and financial services who use behavioral science in their teams to learn everything about the user's behavior when spending money. Why medical devices does not use these practices for preventing care? In behavioral science, they use BCTs, behavioral change techniques, and is any process that has the potential to influence psychological determinants. The most commonly used are held belief, social cognitive theory, and elaboration livelihood model. In a study that analyzed 1,860 apps, they concluded that the most effective BCTs are feedback and monitoring, comparison of behavior, reward and threat, social support, and goals and planning. With all this in mind, I analyzed ReSound existing app. And I found that they have helpful information, but this information cards could have more context. Then I did a comparative analysis. In this case, Signia application is not intuitive because it does not have clear goals and accomplishments to motivate users. Starkey Tribe has too many features, and this could be confusing, especially for elderly people. Opticon is also missing. Why it's important to reach these goals? With all this information recollected, and after talking with audiologists at ReSound, I created 3 personas. But since Brad is the most common user, we will be exploring his personality to get to know more about his decision making. Brad is a retired teacher who lives in Florida, and his goal is to improve his quality of life and to be able to have a clear conversation with friends and family. His frustration is not to be able to listen to conversations and to listen to people. In the user journey, Brad has activities in the morning, socialization with neighbors, public space when he goes to a grocery, family time when he has a phone call, and afternoon activities with friends. After analyzing the user journey, I concluded that he is going to need reminders to let him know that he has a hearing aid device ready for him to be used, and also to remind Brad why it's important for him to use his hearing aid device all day, and mostly to practice to incentivize some type of progress. Then I created a task flow to understand the logic of the feature. Then I created sketches with self-regulatory techniques in mind. This is why we see notification, monitoring, comparison of behavior, short-term goals, social support, and rewards. And I combine my mid-fidelity prototype with user flow to understand the logic of the interactions. And here is the final prototype. In here, Brad gets a notification in his smartwatch. Then he opens his phone and go to the application, gets a notification to alert him that he have been exposed to prolonged sounds. Then he goes to trainer, and in November 22nd, he can see that he have been using the device for 3 hours. And the noise exposure was at 4%, and social interaction at 2 hours, and quiet time 1 hour. Then he goes to a calendar to see how he have been doing, and goes into November 1st to see that he have been using the device for 7 hours. Then goes into goals to see his trends and streaming devices that comes with a hearing aid. And if he sees this in red, it's because there's an issue and there's a prolonged sound, and he can learn more about how to prevent this issue. Then he goes into rewards. In rewards, he sees a series of medallions that consist in using the device constantly for 20 days, for 9 hours consecutively, to be able to get one of these devices, one of these medallions. Once he gets the medallion, he will get a message to inform him why this is so important. And then he will be able to share his accomplishment with his audiologists. And with this, we conclude the prototype. And if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out. Thank you so much for watching.